If you would like to get better facial expressions for your animations, well, then this video is for you, so stay tuned. Hey guys, my name is Eon and welcome to my Start Animating YouTube channel, the channel that is specifically aimed at everyone that is new to animation. And if that is you, welcome, you are at the right place. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also click on that little notification bell so that you can get notified every week when I upload a brand new video. And then I have a special announcement. First of all, I would like to thank everyone for subscribing. I really appreciate all of you guys. We are almost at 650 subscribers, and this is still a very new channel, so I'm really excited for how fast this channel is growing, for all your comments and questions. I really appreciate it so much, and because I get so many questions, I've decided to help you guys even more, just to take it that little step further and to help you guys, especially all of you who are new to animation. I really want Start Animating to be a place where it should be the go-to place for up-and-coming new animators or those who's just starting out. So I'm launching a brand new membership site for Start Animating. So you can go to startanimating.com and there will be 3 levels with 3 different price points. So there's your community, so that is where you're just part of a community. It will work almost like Facebook groups, but there are many different groups that you can join. So you can join the ones that interest you, where you will feel you'll find the most benefit from. So if you are using, for instance, Blender, there's a Blender group, so all the Blender users can go and join the Blender group. So that is the first one, the community. Then there's the academy, where we take it a step further, where we have monthly resources regarding animation. There's a start your own project, where I will walk with you step by step and I will give you homework. And if you walk through this whole process, then you would have created your very own animation movie or series or project. So it will help you with that. And then there's the mastermind. That is for the more serious animators, those who really want to take it seriously. There's you'll have one-on-one video access to me once a month, where I will walk with you with your animations and see how we can improve it. There's also the business lounge, where I will teach you how you can monetize your animations and really make this a business, not just a hobby. So there's the 3 different price points, or 3 different members that you can sign up to, and the community will be open all of the time, but the academy and the mastermind the enrollment will close next week Friday. So you only have a week to register, and then also for the community and for the academy, there's a 3-day trial period. So you can test it out and see if it is for you. So I really want Start Animating to be a community of animators, of like-minded animators, where there's no spam, there's no trolls like you'll find on social media. So it's a safe place, and where we can support each other. It's a real great community, and that's what I want to start. And I'm so excited. So go check it out. You can test it out for 3 days, absolutely free, the community and the academy. And obviously, for the mastermind, there's not a trial period, because you get all current and future online courses from Start Animating absolutely free. So I can't have a trial period there, because then you'll have access to all the paid courses as well. But go and check it out. You can always start with a community, and as you grow, you can upgrade your account to the academy, and then once you are ready, you can upgrade to mastermind as well. So go check it out. I'm really excited about this, to just start animating that extra step further to help improve you guys and to create a community, because at the moment, the YouTube channel is growing so fast. I'm really excited. You guys ask great questions, and it's just great to know that Start Animating is making a difference and is helping you guys to become better animators. And I'm sure this membership will help even more. So go and check it out. The link where you can sign up is in the description box below. So go and sign up. I can't wait to see you guys inside the membership. Now today we'll be looking at getting better facial expressions. Now this is very, very important because your facial expressions is actually how you sell the emotion of your animation through your characters, make your characters more believable, and also that the audience can relate better to your characters. So to get better or good facial expressions, or to spend time on your facial expressions when you animate, is so, so important. So the first one that we'll be looking at is actually very easy and simple, and you might say, why am I saying this? I'm adding this to this video because I've actually seen animations that don't do this, and that is basically that your characters need to blink every now and then. It is just normal for people to blink. As I'm talking to you guys, I'm blinking, and I'm sure as you guys are watching this video, you are also blinking. So make sure your characters blink. How often you use your character to blink, that depends. Normally your female characters will blink a little bit more. So where your male character will only blink once, your female character might blink twice, like they'll go like that. So that is something that you can always consider. There's something that I also like to do when I animate, and that is when there's like a small pause in between dialogue. So let's say, for instance, a character is saying something, there's a small pause, and then he continues. In that pause, I will, just to break that silence, I will maybe add 1 or 2 blinks as well. So he will say something, blink, and then he will continue. So that is something that I also like to do, but it doesn't work always. So it's not like this is how you should do it or when you should add a blink. It's just something that I like to use, but sometimes it doesn't work, so then I don't use it. So make sure the first thing you need to do is to add blinking into your animations. Now the second thing that you need to focus on is something that you call floating, and that means your eye pupils are moving too slow. So when you animate the movement of your eye pupils, like for instance, I'm looking in front of me, and now I look at the camera, you can see the eye pupils move extremely fast. It is like 1, 2, it's less than a second that it moves. Now sometimes, and I know I've made this mistake in the beginning as well, is you animate it too slow. So for instance, I will look there, and then I will slowly move to the camera. Now that is not how your eyes naturally move when you look around. So if you look from one place to another, your eye pupils move extremely fast. So make sure that your eye pupils don't float, and that you actually animate it quite fast. Now if I quickly show you, here is a character, I'm going to show you a quick example. So I'm going to move it to the front, and this is now Cartoon Animator 3. I select the eye pupils, and so let's say I go to frame 20, and then I let him look there. Okay, so if I press play, okay, let me just add the first scene there, and then frame 20 I can move it there. Okay, so let's have a look. That is still too slow. It is quite fast, but it is still too slow. So let's quickly do that over. Let's delete everything. Let's make it even slower. So I want him to look there, and let's say at frame 50 he is looking there. Okay, so if I go to the beginning, that really looks unnatural. So how do you want to do it? Let's delete it and let's do it again. So I'm going to go to frame 20. I'm going to let him look there, and let's make it 2 frames, and then he looks there. And if I press play now, that is much better. It does look very fast, but it does look more natural. Now, if you add some head movement to it, it will look a lot more natural. So that is the second thing to remember. The third thing that you need to remember, and this almost comes in with this, is that you never want more than half of your eye pupils to be out of the white of your eye. What I mean about this is, for instance, in this character, let me delete it again. So what you don't want, let me quickly zoom in for you guys, and you can see it so much better. Okay, so what you don't want to do is, you don't want your eyes to be more than 50% out of that white, like for instance there. So if you want the character to look far left, it needs to be something like that, more than 50% of your eye pupils. Same with the other. If I go to the other side, that doesn't look right. So you want to be roughly there, because even though this one is almost full, the second one, you want it to be more than 50%. So you don't want stuff like that, okay? Or that. So you want it, if he looks up, you want more than 50%, that is fine. So that is the third thing to always remember. The eye pupils should never be more than 50% outside of the white area of the eyes. And then finally, the last thing that you can implement, and this is more advanced, so this is going to take some practice, and you'll have to play around with this, and you'll have to, I would suggest, go and look at other animations to see how they do it, like the Looney Tunes or some of your old classic Disney movies. So go and check out how they do it, and that is to incorporate your 12 rules of animation, your 12 principles of animations. Now, if you want to know more about the 12 principles, I created a whole playlist or a whole series of videos. So there's a link of the playlist right here, so you can go and watch all of them, and just to understand more about what the 12 principles of animations are. So when it comes to facial expressions, you really want to use your 12 principles of animations, because that will bring your character more to life. Now, in front of me here, I've got an example of a character, and in this, you will see a lot of the principles being used, and I'm going to point them out for you. So the first one is obvious. It is squash and stretch. Okay, so as you can see, he starts off normal, and the end result is he's quite angry. So you'll see he squashes there, and then he stretch there. Okay, so that's the first thing that you should always keep in mind: squash and stretch. How can you incorporate that into your facial expressions? The second thing that you will note is obvious as well, and that is exaggeration. So you can see that he's really exaggerating this. I mean, no one can stretch his jaw that far out. So he's really incorporating your exaggeration here. So that is the second principle. The third principle that I pick up is arc. Now, if you remember, arc is everything works or moves in a circular motion. So as you can see, it goes up and down, and then up and down. So there's like two arcs that you can follow. So he's working in an arc. That's the third principle. And then the final one that I also see, this is a little bit more hard to pick up, and that is your drag and follow through. And what I mean by this is, if he goes up, when his mouth closes, his chin moves. There's like a follow through. So his chin is actually going up, and as his head is moving up, you can see his neck is stretched up, and from the squash to stretch, it is almost like his jaw is dragging behind as well. And once he reaches the top, there's a follow through. So you can see his mouth is right at the bottom here, and here it is almost past the middle point, it's at the top. So there's a drag and a follow through as well when he in this motion. So you can see the 12 principles of animations can really add a lot to your facial expressions as well. But that will take practice. You'll have to do as many dialogues as possible and to incorporate your emotions and feelings of your character and see what will work best. What 12 principles can I use to make this this character to portray that emotion so much better. So you can, like I've mentioned here, arc, squash and stretch, exaggeration, follow through and drag. Those are just 4 that this example uses, but there's so many examples. So go and look at the 12 principles of animations and incorporate that. But like I've mentioned, you'll have to practice it. To incorporate the 12 principles of animations will take practice. You'll know when to use it, when not to use it, how to use it, etc. And that comes by practicing. So go and create small dialogue animations where you just incorporate different emotions, and then you can see what principles will work the best for each emotion and how you can incorporate it. So guys, that is a few tips on how to get better facial expressions and to improve your facial animations. Let me know if you've enjoyed this video. Remember to go and sign up for the Start Animating membership. Enrollment closes next week, Friday. I don't know what the date is, but I think it's like the 4th, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's the 4th. The 4th of March 2022 enrollment closes. So go and check it out. Sign up. There's a 3-day trial, so you can go check it out first of all. And I hope to see you guys there. Remember to hit the subscribe button as well if you've enjoyed this video, and hit that like button as well. So from me, I will see you guys next week with another video. Happy animating.